Hey, all right. Well, two videos in one night. What? What's going on here? Okay, this time I'm going to look at a figure a little less exclusive, a little more mainstream. This is the Titans Return Doublecross. Twinferno is what they're calling him. I call him Doublecross because that's who he is in the original. And um, I did have a Doublecross, and I thought he was an awesome figure. I was always very into the Transformers that turned into animals, beasts, dinosaurs, and so a two-headed dragon and an Autobot, rare and pretty awesome. Um, so he was really great, and this Titans Return version of him, the updated version, I think is also really great. I know some people complain about kind of the blockiness of him because he is kind of very straight here, and then like just at an angle here. But the original was very blocky, so I didn't have an issue with that. I think this is very faithful to the original and just a really nice looking figure. Um, you can put his weapons right here on the back. He is a Titan's Return, so that means he's a headmaster. Um, but he's he's just dead on to the original. He's even got like kind of the fuzzy like almost fur look here on his arms, like the original had, for some reason. Like, I mean, he's a robot and he's supposed to be a dragon. Why would he have fuzzy arms? But he's got like this kind of somewhat translucent plastic used on his wings, which is kind of neat. You can kind of see through it. Um, and just the color placement and stuff. They did a really nice job. His heads are individually articulated. His arms are just one piece, but you can kind of move them all around. His legs have several joints. Um, and he's got the fuzzy look going on here too. And his toes can move a little bit, but not too much. His tail can't really move at all. But he's got his headmaster right here. Inside, just open this up, and he just sits in there, just like that. Okay. There actually is a hole right there, which on the back of his legs, this little post can fit in to secure him in there pretty well. Um, like most of these newer headmasters, he is. Let's see if I can focus in on him. Focus. Maybe not. Maybe not that well. But they are very basic. They're very simple. The very first ones had maybe just a little touch of paint, like on their faces or whatever. These newer ones don't. It's fine because for the most part, you're generally not playing with them like this. um, and he wasn't a headmaster originally anyway, so there's his head mode, which is very reminiscent, very accurate to Doublecross. But coming back to him, um, as far as his transformation goes, he's got this really interesting mode, and he actually becomes kind of short in his robot mode, with kind of a shorter guy, which is kind of funny. But all right, so start with the legs. You just close up the feet, and then they just fold all the way in. Okay, so just close up the feet and fold it all the way in. You're going to split the end of the tail. This tends not to stay closed real well, so it kind of just naturally splits itself anyway. And then you need to detach the gray pieces here from, it's actually a tab up here. And I didn't even think it really tabbed in at first, and you really have to force it. It's kind of nerve-wracking. I think over time it's gotten just a little bit easier, but it's a super tight tab that holds in there. But it does. Again, I didn't believe it at first, but rest assured it does actually tab in on top. So you just disconnect it from there, bring the foot up, and then the leg can rotate like that, and then this whole thing is the front of his foot, and it'll actually snap in place there. So we do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so disconnect it, and then rotate it around, and his foot is already forward. Snap it into place. These just rest alongside there. Okay, so there, his feet are all done. Coming up to the top, you just kind of straighten the necks up forward all the way. Just bring these arms down to the side. You'll just up here at the red pieces, just kind of twist them forward just a little bit. It'll disconnect them, as there are the two tabs there you can see go into those two slots. And to go back, you just kind of come at it from an angle. You just kind of twist it back, and it'll snap in real nice. You just bring these all the way forward though, and then the arms just have to be down. They fit into these grooves right here, which is really ingenious. I am just really liking this particular figure. That it'll snap in pretty tightly. Do the same thing on this side, nice and tight, and then just bring these, just rotate these forward, and there is his robot mode. You just take the head and come on, oh, there we go. And that's a spitting image of Doublecross. So you can bring the wings out to the side if you like. Now to use the gun, it becomes one piece. I'll just set him off to the side. You can split it into two separate guns. He can hold them sort of basically in the hole right here. Okay, it's there's a post there that you can put the gun in there. You want to make it look like he's holding it with his dragon head, or hands. But personally, I think they look cool on his shoulders. If you just put the wings back, right underneath here is a post that can go into the same slot that you tab it in. That's right next to his head right now. You can just post both of them right on his shoulders, and I think it looks pretty cool like that. Again, he is kind of short for a compared to the other figures in the line. So compared to his other deluxe wave mates, but I think he's just really faithful and great update to the old Doublecross figure. So, and as far as articulation in this mode, he can bring his arms forward, but he kind of has to always have the dragon heads then upside down. Kind of a pain. And he kind of has the barbell arms if you have them kind of down at his side, but he can move. And he's got several joints here then, because one at the elbow, and then one here right at the top of the neck in dragon mode. These guys all have ball joints at the head, which is nice especially for headmasters, so they can look all sorts of different ways. There's no waist movement or anything, but his his legs are pretty much unimpeded, and this can get out of the way so that they can go forward. And he has a thigh swivel, nice deep knee bend, and since this is the joint, the hip joint for the dragon mode, it can move, can kind of swivel here. So a little articulation there that most most figures don't have is leg ankle swivels. But yeah, really nice. These Titan Masters, these Titan Return figures have been pretty cool. It's nice to get updated versions of characters that didn't really think we were going to get. So, yeah, definitely like it. Alright, thanks for watching.